What's up guys, Nyonyxx here. I'm going to do the Redline tutorial for you for Wolfgang's progressive track Redline. Yeah, it doesn't really sound exactly right. I would never use Massive personally for saws, but I'm just doing it for these tutorials for the LOLs. Anyways, if you want to download this, I'm uploading 50 presets in a row. You can download them on my Facebook page under the Big 50 pack, and you don't have to copy my settings. But in case you don't want to do that, I'll read the settings over for you real quick. You can copy them down and you'll be good to go. Alright, first, oscillator 1, 0, 0, 0, square saw 2, spectrum, match your settings as so. Oscillator 2 we're not using, don't worry about that. That was just my trial and error that obviously didn't end up needing. And oscillator 3, don't obviously need that either. That was my trial and error that ended up not working. Don't worry about the Midis. Noise, you want to put the amp about halfway and the color all the way up. Feedback, put it up a bit, but don't really worry about it. Parabolic shaper and clip, make sure they match mine. Okay, simple enough. Go up to the filter, filter 1, put that all the way down, put the mix halfway in the middle. I want to put filter 1 be a scream, match my settings. Filter 2, daft, match my settings. Classic tube, match my settings. That's getting redundant. And then FX2, put those down. And then the EQ is going to be as so. Make sure you crank that frequency all the way up and put the boost up a little bit as mine is. Okay, go down to the voicing tab right here. You want to do Unisono 1, Monophone, trigger always. None of this stuff's going to be important on this one. Go over to here. This is going to control your glide, so you want to put it on rate mode, as so. Put your time right about there. And then vibrato, I added just a tiny bit of vibrato, and I changed the attack all the way over, so adjust those to taste. Now for the envelopes, I believe the only envelope I used was envelope 4. So copy your envelope settings and make it look like mine. Okay, so that should be pretty much it for the square. The square is the part of the melody that is, well, the square is the melody, so that's that. The saw is playing the chords. So let's go to my packet, and look at all these presets here are ones that you can download in the pack of 50. Okay, let's see. Redline saw, there it is. So this is the saw that's holding the chords. You want to do oscillator 1 at plus 0.03, square saw, spectrum, crank everything to the right. Oscillator 2, plus 0.05, square saw, crank everything to the right. Oscillator 3, negative 0.05, square saw again, bin plus or minus, intensity halfway, everything else crank to the right. Modulation oscillator, you want to do the phase at negative 0.05 and crank it as such. And then the white noise, you want a ton of white noise. This is my attempt to make Massive sound like a good supersaw machine. It isn't, don't use it. Use something else, I don't care, anything else but that. Noise, colored like that, feedback like that. Insert 1, you want to do clip as such. Insert 2, bit crusher as such. Go to the filters, which I don't think I went over, I'm getting confused already. Filter 2, filter 1, just like this. Put that mix in the middle, put that up a little bit. Filter 2, just like this. And obviously you can see I have 2 routed. Let's see here, up all the way here. Mix there. And you can see I have 2 routed. You're going to want to go here, routed there, routed there, routed there, and make it look like mine does on screen. Okay, before I go over here real quick, T-tube just like so. And then reverb, just like so. EQing, boost everything up just a tad bit. Okay, now down to the important part. You're going to need to make sure your envelope 2, which is routed here, here, and here, looks like this. So, in case you can't see it, make the screen bigger, hit 720p, and you'll be able to copy these settings directly without me having to explain them, and you should be good to go. Then lastly, go over to envelope 4 and make sure it looks like mine, and don't worry about the macros. Those are just for tweaking stuff later. Okay, then lastly, in case I forgot to go over it, you have the Unisano set to 5 polyphon, and then Unisano spread the pitch cutoff up a little bit and make sure that's at 1. Trigger always, that's not important, and vibrato on this part is not important. I believe that covers the Redline saw. Like I said, normally I would not use a massive to make a super saw patch, but for the sake of sakes, I did it in this one. Hope that helped you guys, and you can download this and 50 other patches on my page in one big bundle, or you can download about 25 other ones that aren't in this bundle. So hopefully you go check those out and get some free patches and stuff. Alright, cool guys, cheers.